going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and the chest hair is out. I'm sorry, I just feel comfortable right now. And if you feel uncomfortable around chest hair, it's probably because you don't have any. Yeah. Now, what we're here to discuss really quickly is the dev notes, the 520 dev notes. I don't want to cover dev notes in this game unless it's something that really excites me or something like that. I don't want to become the news guy. I don't care as much to be that. But more importantly, if I make a video noting something that's negative or anything like that, I like to, at least if there's some type of response, whether they did a good or bad job, I think it is important to include that, because just putting out negative news, or it is technically negative feedback, right? But if you don't actually, if they be like, well, we'll give you $1 million, and then you just take the $1 million and you don't say anything, like, thanks for the $1 million. Now, I'm not gonna also say that everything I'm about to say is positive, because that's not true either. But there is some things in here that I do want to focus and talk about, because it is important. Now, one big thing, and I'll read over certain key points in here, is that a lot of the times these devs have stuff in the woodworks, and they do, I don't know if I could say that they purposely make mistakes, but they do something and then they know that the thing that they have followed up will put out the fire. Like, they make a fire, but they know it's going to be put out, and it makes them look good. It kind of makes them look like they're responding to the community. But as it's been noted, if this was something planned, and we'll go over that in a little bit, if it was something that was planned in advance that was going to happen anyway, is that really even good? It's just that they didn't announce it. And I think, if I remember correctly, I'm not looking back at my videos, I'm pretty sure that I said that all they had to do is announce something of this nature. Like, if you look at this, they're giving out these costumes. Escanor's not here because he's never been a deadly. I guess this is Escanor's spot is forever replaced by her. But like I always say in the story, Escanor is not there yet, so it kind of makes sense that until Escanor becomes part of the team again, he's not really part of it. But whatever. So they're giving out these skins. They're also giving out 110 draws, which is 10 like multis, whatever. But this is what is it? It's the 100th day event. Now, just keep that in mind, is that the 100th day event was going to happen anyway. It's a 100th day event. It's not that they're pushing the 100th day event out to exist because of the fact that whatchamacallit's happening, because there was an outrage against Lilia. Just keep that in mind. I want to be transparent that yes, it is nice that they're giving us more news, and they also are claiming here, which is very important, which again, really weird stuff how they word this. The service goal of the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross was to meet the expectation of knights. I guess we're knights, which is weird because Knights Chronicles, I think we were knights too. It's by providing fun, new updates and events while reducing possible fatigue from repetition. So aka, we're trying to make a fun game, but also keep introducing new stuff to you guys to break up the monotony of playing. Our development team planned the Tensora collaboration event in order to achieve this goal. We planned this already, the collab that's already in JP, we plan to give that to you guys. But to be fair, and I've got a lot of comments, to be fair, they don't have to do that. They could have went with a completely different collaboration event. They don't have to follow the ass cheeks of JP to the T. They could have went with a completely different event. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I think that would have been better. I think it would have been cooler, and there would have been way less comparisons or direct comparisons when you go with the same exact shit that's in JP. It would have been awesome if they actually went with, you know what, guys, we got the Full Metal Alchemist from Knights Chronicles or something, and then then you have Full Metal Alchemist in this game, or then you have, oh no, we went with Naruto or something. Doesn't matter. But the reason why this even happened most likely is because they went with the slime collab. That's pretty much what it is. But I digress. To lessen the pressure of a limited time event on Knights, we provided a collaboration hero with related costumes for free. So it is true, and I think not that many of the videos that I've spoken about, I think maybe CD mentioned it. Yeah, we got Benimaru, cool. But we also got his costumes. Now, I don't really, for me, the costumes are nice. I think that there are a decent amount of costumes I think you get. Also, for not just Benimaru, I think you also get some for Milim for free, you get some for Romaru. And again, that aspect of it, I do not know if JP got that as well, but I guess that was a nice thing for them to do. Is like, I don't honestly know exactly in depth. Like, I don't care about the costumes. A lot of them are paid that you have to pay money for. If there were more gem-based costumes, I think that that would be cool, so it would be more inclusive. But some of the costumes you literally have to spend money to get. So I guess in that aspect of it, it looks really good. Like, oh, we're getting costumes for free, but I don't care. I want the character. The costume to me is irrelevant if I can't get the character. Like, there's no purpose. Like right now, I think I unlocked some stuff for Rimaru. I always say his name wrong. But I have costume stuff for him, but I don't have the character because either I spend $24 to get him, or I keep spending gems in general to get it. Like, I'd rather just get the character. I still would have preferred if we got all the collab characters. That would have been a nice twist. Fuck Lilia 66. Give me all the collab characters, and then give me Lilia later. Like, you can. She's a regular character if you guys don't know, so she will end up in a banner or in one of the tickets. That's fine for me. Give me all the collab characters. But I digress. The main focus of the collaboration update was to increase player satisfaction and to meet expectations. It's going to be hard to meet expectations when you don't even do the bare of what the other one has. So that's where this is coming through. So now they're seeing that the forums are saying that they're getting all this negative response. We sincerely apologize for the way we handled this update and for not properly understanding the user's perspective. The user's perspective is the same as mine. Now, everyone wants different things. I just finished watching Nagato's video. He still thinks that they should give out the Lilia 66. I don't think so. As I just mentioned, for me, I don't give a fuck about Lilia 66. I'd rather get all the characters. Everyone's gonna have their own different opinion about what they would prefer to have, and that's perfectly fine. It's up to Netmarble to give you some type of package, because that's what the problem is. The problem is that they did not deliver a good enough package. And everyone's gonna have their about what's a good enough package, but that is my point. The package of Benimaru, which would be definitely, there's no arguing that he's the worst of the three. I think also JP got Benimaru as well, from what I can hear, is that they also got both of them. But most importantly, they got one of the worst characters of the three for free. And it's like, it just didn't feel like enough for a big event. And like I said before, Knights Chronicles, their collaboration event, it was much easier to get all the characters. Costly, depending on if you sent depending on how you spend your resources, you could have easily, if you knew the collab event was coming and you usually had about a week or two, or if like you had a couple skip banners, in your opinion, skip banners, and they usually have real skip banners, like aka like it was a repetitive banner. That to me is a more skip banner. This game has so many new characters coming out, it's kind of hard to call a character a skip banner when you don't have the character. What if you really want that character? It's your favorite character. It's a game based off an anime, so to tell someone to skip their Demon Meliodas, but it's my favorite character in the game, or whatever have you. Oh, Merlin, that's an easy skip. Come on, like, she sucks, she's terrible. But there's ways to make any character work in this game. I've said that all the time. But that's just the issue with this, is that it's going to be hard to satisfy people. And I got a comment before, is that they don't have to. They absolutely have to. I had to give the example, is that there are whales, right? And how many whales do you guys honestly think there are that are in this game, in global for that matter? How many whales do you think there are? Do you think there are 100 whales? No. No. There's not 100 whales. I mean, maybe in the beginning of the game there might be a lot of people that spend money in the hundreds, but do you think there's 1,000 whales? No. There are probably, I would say, below 100. I would say, if at worst, at best, 50 of them, if you, at best. Because you have to remember that a whale, or a person that's spending money to get an advantage in the game, those people aren't going to want to compete against the bigger whale. Those big whales, in the beginning, once they realize that they can't keep up, are going to become dolphins. They're not. Who wants to? If I'm going to spend a boatload of money, do I want to be 49th? No, I want to be top 5, top 10. That's the whole point of doing that you're going to be in the top guild, you're going to be the top player in XYZ. With that being said, yes, there are, if a free-to-play player keeps up and does everything exactly right, they can catch up. But the more purchases are going to come from the small things in the game. The $5. Like I said, we were looking at seating when he put up how much money he spent plus the summons. He's about $4,000. $4,000 or even $5,000, doesn't matter. Now imagine that with millions of people playing the game, you have one person that spends $4,000 because he wants to be the best. That's just him, right? And all you would need is 1,000 of your millions of players to spend $4, and that's the same amount of what he spent, and that's the same revenue. It's much easier to get people to commit to $4, $8, $10. A Hawk Pass coming out every month. It's so much easier for that, and it's such a financial, like, it's not, you're not financially burdening yourself to spend a little bit of money here and there. I also myself, even though I'm free to play currently in this game, I haven't spent anything yet in this game yet, because I do believe that you should spend up to the retail price of a full price AAA game, or if you don't buy AAA games, whatever, because that is kind of like you're playing this game for free, that you should support it in some sort of way, because if you want the game to have success, you should somewhat put money into it. And I know that if I saw another game that I liked and I played as many and put as many hours into, I would have spent $65 for that game. So I definitely think that I should at least, at the very least, put $65 into a game. It doesn't have to be all at once, which is cool. What's one difference between a gacha game and a AAA title is that I have to pay $65 at once. Meanwhile, I could spend $65 over the course of a year. And you can also spend $1,000 over the course of the year, and instead of here you just pay $65. But you know, that's my point, and I hope you guys understand that, putting that out there, because I feel like there's some confusion when it comes down to when players have the satisfaction, should they speak out about it? Yes, they don't want the game to die. They don't, a whale doesn't want a game to die, because if they're, what's the point of being top 5 if there's only 5 players? They're not going to spend money anymore either. The game dies. There's no, you have to be a king, you must have subjects. You have to have someone to rule over. The whales need other people to show how high up they are. It sounds fucked, but that's just the truth of it. The people like me that's a casual, and I look at a person like Seeding, I would just have to admit that I probably can't catch up to that guy. You know, I have to play for myself, and that's what I do. I play for myself. So whether I miss a day of playing at all or I play a little bit, I just do my dailies. That's just what's gonna happen. So going back, I know that was a little bit of a tangent, but I think it had to be said because a lot of people don't understand why companies have to do some type of response. And that goes back to what I'm saying here, is that a lot of this stuff, if I'm not mistaken, is already on JP. So again, some of this stuff was very likely to already have been going to be added to the game. There is no direct response pretty much currently to the situation of Lilia, and that's what I wanted to pretty much point out, that, you know, chapter 9 was going to come regardless of the Lilia debacle. You know, it's not like they're like, oh, we got to give out chapter 9, the guys are going crazy. This I think was already in JP. I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but yeah, that is what the point of me going on the tangent and me going on all that stuff is, that all of this stuff could have been pre-planned. So if you're still dissatisfied, that actually would make sense. That would actually make sense. There was nothing here that says, because of the fact that you guys were upset with the slime collaboration, we are doing this. There is nothing in here that says that. So as I do like that they acknowledge that they didn't do a good job on it, I would want them to somehow say that we're going to do this to make sure it doesn't happen. Even if they were to say the next collaboration, we're going to do a better job. Awesome. I don't mind a company fucking up. It happens. You can, like they said here, it's not that they didn't have anything planned. They thought that we provide a collaboration hero with related costumes for free. They thought that that was good enough. They thought that instead of giving a 6/6, to be fair, the alt being 6/6 is cool and all of a collaboration hero, but I think the costumes are technically better. The costumes are actually sticking stats onto the character in comparison to, if I get my alt, I'm gonna do a lot of damage, which your alt can be suppressed in a multitude of ways. You could just be stunned, CC'd, petrified, frozen, all this other shit. Remove the alt gauge. Milim now has the, you can't even use your alt, and then they have the reduce the alt damage. They have there's a lot of ways that your alt might not do shit. Or they can taunt if it's single target. Now your ult is not even going to the intended target. Costume related, you get pure stats onto your character. So you can argue that that might actually be better. I still think that if they admitted that they messed up, they apologized for it, but they didn't bring something else to the table. You didn't hook us back in. And I think that's very important to know. And that could be in the next patch. This is just dev notes where they're explaining like everything that's coming to the game. This stuff is already in JP. So again, this is already in JP. Like, there's some people might look at this like, oh, Auto Savage, oh. But you actually go back and look like, bro, Auto Savage is already in JP. It's something that, in hindsight, you know, to a certain degree, I don't remember when they got it, would have been nice that as soon as they get something quality of life, we should get it immediately. It should just bounce on both servers. It's almost as if they're making it seem as that JP is hiding tech from It's like, imagine you go into the JP server office, or you're on a Skype call or whatever, and like you saw this salvage thing in the background, and you look like, hey, JP, what's that? It's just, nothing. Like when the porn's on the computer, nothing. Oh, it's a stupid pop-up. Nothing. Like, come on. It's very strange. So let me know. I want to know what you guys think about this. Were you excited about them announcing some of the stuff that they had planned? Are you hyped that you're getting the free costume? I guess the free costume might have been something that they might not have been giving away for free. These costumes, again, like I just said, costumes give stats. So this free stats for all these characters. It's only one, but it's still free stats for all the characters. I don't know if it includes like a fun little weapon. That'd be really cool, especially for like Liz, who has like, I think, rings, which is kind of weird. Yeah, but costumes for free are free stats. Pretty much they're giving out free stats and free pulls. We don't know if the free pulls are on a separate banner, like a 100-day banner specifically, which would be nice, or if the free things are just on the actual the multi-pull that's already in the game, which would be okay as long as the pity system still works the way it does. So potentially that could be because it's 5, right? So let's say if you in 5 summons you don't get SSR, then you'll get a free one guaranteed and stuff like that. So hopefully that's the thing. And that's pretty much all I can say about on the topic. Again, let me know what you guys think. Remember, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.